Do you want it? Did you want it? Hey y'all, we're back
with another potting and shotting.
Welcome back to Pot of Shot with
Ellie Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, with Ellie Kelly and Jammin. We have a few things to talk about.
I have a lot to so I'm sure you've seen all over the talk and the interwebs. Our beloved Jojo with the Bobo has gone emo. This is my poppet. Jojo Siwa has gone emo. And or whatever
she's doing. I wouldn't classify it as emo.
I don't even know.
I think she looks like Gene Simmons.
Yes, she looks like very confused.
Yeah.
About what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just doesn't. She's not really good enough to be like a rock singer.
No. I've seen videos of interviews of her like contradicting herself. And then like people reference like what she looks like Gene Simmons. And she goes, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who all these people that y'all are referencing me to are. So she doesn't know who Gene Simmons is.
I'm like, you ripped off the whole look. Like, really? It's like you ripped off the whole look. Like, I don't even know what to tell you.
Insert Gene Simmons. Like, also insert JoJo. Side by side comparison.
These spot the differences are getting harder. So, I don't even know. Like, okay, I actually do know, and I hate it. I hate all of it.
I don't like it.
I think that first off, the song.
Cause up.
Should've known better.
If I had a wish, I would've never
effed around.
She said effed around.
And the song,
girl, I'm like, if you're gonna curse,
you're gonna curse. If you're not gonna curse, don't. Like, you should have just said, like, should've never messed around.
Messed around would have been a good one.
Yeah, so, okay, I'm like, if you're gonna curse, if you're gonna, like, be all big and bad, then, like,
use the full curse word, Miss Girl.
Be big and bad then, if you're so big and bad. Yeah. But I just, like, there's something about the fact that she was, like, somebody who's like 4 kids, and like her whole brand was like rainbows and unicorns and like 4 kids, and there's nothing wrong with like being like, I don't want to do that anymore, because she's like a full grown up, and she like is. She's like what? She's my age.
She's your age?
She's 20.
Wow. Okay.
So like I can understand her like not wanting to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because like I wouldn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, but you don't have to rebrand like this. There's better ways to rebrand.
Yes. And I'm like, but you can't like be like, I'm for kids, and then be like, now I'm like on the beach, like in a full metal, like I'm in body paint, like grinding on a bunch of women.
Wait, did you watch the video?
Yes.
I have purposefully not watched the video.
Why?
For this specific reason, because I'm scared.
You should be scared. David, come be a guest on our podcast and watch the Jojo Siwa music video.
David Eck, everybody! You say hi at least. Boo! Such a dad joke. Boo! I'm scared. I don't want to watch this, Ellen. Girl, what in the Pixar animations? What the heck?
Now she's on like a Carnival cruise.
She's throwing Bible stuff in there.
She said the Bible.
The Bible.
Bible mentioned.
What was that? Wait.
I can't. The one they like grabbed their cheeks.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Yeah, no, I saw it.
And this isn't the choreography she put on the TikToks.
They like grabbed their booty cheeks.
Why did you grab your
hoisted themselves up? Like, whoa.
Jojo, where are you going?
Jojo! Jojo! Have you learned nothing? Is she a mermaid now?
You're a mermaid now.
Da-na, da-na, da.
Ew. Jojo. What the heck? That's gonna be so loud.
What are you thinking, Jojo? But I'm like, you were not a bad girl. You did not do bad things. You sold glittery bows in a Walmart. Like, I don't understand. You had a line at Claire's. Like,
I'm scared. That was a lot.
What do you think? Fear.
I'm scared. Because what the heck? She
too
tried
much.
too hard. If you're gonna rebrand, you gotta do it right. And nobody's ever done it right. Miley didn't do it right until now.
Yeah, it took her a long time because she went like straight up from like Party in the USA to like Naked on a Wrecking Ball, which is like, you know, a vibe.
Yeah.
The song is good.
The song is good.
The video was like, y'all.
Yeah. I think that's what that's giving.
Like, growing older now, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. You know? Like, but like this is bad.
This is bad.
This is bad, everybody.
Like, what the freak?
I hope she thinks about this when she's 45 and her children see this and are terrified.
You know she has names for her kids picked out? It's like Eddie, Teddy, and Freddie.
I'm like, are you not a gay woman? Are you gonna...
Yeah, and she's like, I already have like tattoos dedicated to my future children. Girl, what? Girl, what?
Mic drop. But girl, no. Your kids are gonna hurt themselves.
Like, really, honestly, because
they're gonna be so scared to be your child.
Like, literally, like, this is such a wrong way to rebrand. And we're in 2024. There is a right
I wish
way.
they would have just like left the internet entirely and then like 2 years later come back with this, because that would have been really like,
that would have been a flex.
That would have been like kind of cool.
Yeah.
That like she came back and is like, what's up? I'm living my life now. Instead of like literally yesterday, she was like,
she was wearing bows.
She was doing her high ponytail tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah.
But like now she's like grinding on ladies in the Virgin Islands.
Literally, that was too much. There's a level of like, yeah, you can be.
It was too much. It was too much right off the bat. But I was like, it's like overtly trying to be like, look at me, I'm like doing something new.
Yeah.
Or like, look at me, look at how new I am. You know,
you can be a woman who loves women on the internet, but that was too.
I don't want to
much.
see the like, and this is how I feel about everybody. Like, you can love anybody that you want.
Yes, 100%.
But I don't want to like see you grinding on anybody.
No,
I don't want to see.
I don't want to see anybody do that. That's icky. I barely want to see people kissing in the freaking. As a substitute teacher, you will see these children mac and face in the hallway.
That's
yucky.
Disgusting.
Stop it! I can see you, and I think that sometimes they mistake me as a student because I'm short and I'm shorter than them.
I love you, baby.
Girl,
I'll see you after 6 period.
Yeah, but it's like they're macking like they're not gonna see each other in 45 minutes.
I'm like,
girl, get a grip.
It's not the end of the world.
It's
like it's B lunch. Like,
it's literally that irks me. That is a thing that irks me. And they're just like one girl, or early this afternoon, I was walking down the hall and this girl kissed her boyfriend. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna kiss you in front of the teacher. I was like,
girl, I just work here. I literally don't even care.
But I was just like, I don't want Miss Girl, you are 16. I don't want your 16-year-old man. I have my own very age-appropriate boyfriend.
Age-appropriate boyfriend. You should have age-appropriate boyfriends and girlfriends.
You should.
To all of my viewers at home.
Always have age-appropriate partners.
Yeah.
Because our partners are very age-appropriate. But back to JoJo.
Girl,
bye.
Adios. The way she's like, I saw a video. She was like comparing herself to like Freddie Mercury and like David Bowie, and I was like, no way, no way. Also, the way she was like, I'm the first
to Elton.
She's like, Prince. I'm the first gay pop star. I was like,
no, you're not. You're literally a porch pirate.
JoJo, have you learned nothing? I hope there's not like plaque in my teeth. If there is, can you like blur it out?
Okay. JoJo, what were you thinking, JoJo?
I want an explanation from Jojo Siwa right now.
Personally.
JoJo, why did you do it, JoJo?
I should know better. I'll come back like a boomerang.
When she fell off the boat.
She fell off the boat! And then Jojo!
The boomerang hit her on the forehead. And the whole like end of the music video, it like rewinds.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's giving very much like.
And I'm telling you, the white costume, I'll have to find it. I love Boomerang. The white costume literally looks like a costume she wore on Dancing with the Stars when she was paired with Jenna Johnson.
With your bro.
Love Jenna Johnson though, and Val Shmakovsky, and shout out to Dancing with the Stars on tour because we went and it was a fun time. And I love Gleb Savchenko. Gleb,
I love you, Gleb.
I freaking love Gleb, bro. Literally love him.
I'm literally a porch pirate.
Literally a porch pirate.
Okay.
I thought it was so silly. I have the giggles today. I don't know.
William. Oh my God.
I wanted to see if it would stick to the wall.
He kind of stuck up there.
But yeah, she was comparing herself to like Prince and Elton and Freddie, and I was like, girl, no ma'am.
No thanks.
Like, you're still JoJo with
the bobo. You're JoJo with a bobo.
You're JoJo with a bobo.
Bro. Even the rhinestone, she still had like her face like rhinestone in the video.
Her face with rhinestone, like that's not a rebrand.
But like she's getting her bag, so.
Yes, I'm all for getting the bag. But if you're gonna rebrand,
but the bag,
right.
But like, don't assault my eyeballs with your bag. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I want to go to Cabo to have a good time, not to see you, girls.
Literally, no clickbait.
But like, what the? But she just needs to
calm down.
Calm down. You need to calm down.
Drop a comment down below if you think Jojo Siwa needs to leave the internet forever. I remember watching Dance Moms. And because Dance Moms was one of the shows that I watched, like,
religiously.
Like, yeah. When it first came on, I started, like, in the middle of the first season and, like, watched it up until, like on the TV up until, like, season 4. We would watch, yes, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. Wow. Jojo Siwa was on that. And I remember she like she was like in there like bleaching her hair.
Yeah,
she was like
I've been
6.
bleaching my hair since I was 2.
Yeah, her mom was in there like bleaching her roots that like weren't even showing. Yeah, I remember she was like sitting there bleaching her roots, and I like was so concerned.
Why would you do that to your child?
Yeah,
first of all,
I was like, why is she bleaching her roots
at age since the age of 2?
Yeah, the things people will do.
But I do have to say, my favorite Dance Moms number, there's 2 that I watch religiously on YouTube.
I want to know about this.
Back. Is the Prison Break one.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
And then the Spice Girls one. It's not a Spice Girls song, but they're dressed like the Spice Girls. Mm-hmm. I like that one. I want to see you.
Yeah. My favorite.
Boss Lady.
Boss Ladies is my favorite, for sure. That one is so good. Mm-hmm. And I also like Blush and Bashful. Mm-hmm. That was their only perfect score group dance.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And what else do I like? Frost. I like Frost. I like the one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a season 4, like with the 2 teams in the rivalry. And one of them does like the Ouija board sleepover one, and one of them does the Rapture one. I really like both of those. But my favorite solo is Kalani. Say something, say anything. Kalani.
I don't remember, but I love Kalani.
She got a perfect score. She has like the most perfect scores of anybody.
What is it? Her Ponche? Her Ponche. Kalani's Ponche. I follow her on TikTok, actually.
I follow her on Instagram. She just got breast reduction.
Yes, I saw. Good for her.
Good for her. Come as a...
I was actually getting a lot of compliments on our numbers for Ritz.
Really?
Yeah, like our solos.
Really?
Really?
From who?
It's been from parents, from students. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I sent this to you. I did, but I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know if this is outside of your space of work. Did I tell you that?
No.
A parent texted me Saturday morning asking me about Sound of Music auditions. But they said, I don't know if this is outside of your space of work.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I work in a theater. I was like, why are you undermining my knowledge at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Why wouldn't you just ask? Be like, hey, do you know about this?
Yeah. It wasn't even 8 o'clock in the morning, Ellen. It was 7:45.
Instead of being like, I don't know if this is above your pay grade.
That's literally what I took it as.
That's what it is. Like, just say, I don't know if you would know this.
Yeah, and they were also like, wait, actually, I don't know who I'm speaking with.
It says Jasmine at the top of the remind thing. Just call. Like, we have a phone number. That's cringe.
I thought that was so yucky. I don't know.
Ew, that's so cringe.
You think this is above my pay grade? No, answering you at 7:45 in the morning on a Saturday
I'm pretty
is above
sure
my
it
pay
says
grade.
It's outside of office hours.
And that's another thing.
Remind.
If our remind says outside of office hours, don't message us.
Why are you trying to text? Like, I put office hours on there for a reason. I even did it for like times I'm not working.
Mm-hmm.
I just did it for like when I'm gonna be like able to respond.
Mm-hmm.
I do 1 to 7 because I come in at 1. Yeah. 1 to 7 Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Because we don't even work on Fridays.
We don't work on Fridays.
But I'm like 1 to 7 Monday through Friday.
Because it's a reasonable time.
Because
don't text me at 7:45 in the morning on a Saturday when I'm off.
I'm not sitting here like responding to all of your messages like on a Sunday.
No, thank you.
Thank
you. I get it. Y'all are off, but we're off.
Not. Yeah.
And sometimes we're not.
Sometimes we're not. Sometimes we're like.
Sometimes we work 7 freaking days a week. Like, girl. And we do work basically 7 days a week because we have extra jobs. Don't text me at 7:45 in the morning, please. Thank you so very much. If you need to reach me and it's an emergency, go ahead and text me then. But if it's pertaining to something that's not even like in my realm,
if it's
like, don't text me.
If it's like, hey, what are we doing?
What are we doing in class in 2 weeks?
Like,
find out when you get there.
Find out in 2 weeks. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
See if this is going to turn into like a 20-minute rant
of things that make us angry.
Things that make us angry. Because that's icky. Why would you don't do that to your teachers.
Yeah, I don't understand.
To your kids' teachers. Don't do it to us.
Yeah.
We educate your children too. Just because we're in a different realm of education doesn't mean that you don't respect the boundaries that we have set.
Yeah. Whose mom was it?
I don't know. I don't know. I can show you the remind, but I don't know. I think it's one of your kids. Oh. So I was like, how do you even know?
How do you not know who your kid's teacher is?
Yeah, how do you not know who your kid's teacher is? That's another thing. Your students' parents will be messaging me.
And yours will be messaging me all the time. They're like, Miss Jazz, what are we doing for blah 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 blah? I'm like,
do they really?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. This is Miss Ellen.
And it says our names. It says our names. J. Mijares, E. McGill Kelly, or E. Kelly.
It says E. Kelly. Yeah, I'll be like, hi, blah blah. Like, sometimes it's students that do that, and I'm like, this is Miss Ellen. But like, if it's parents, I'll be like, hello, this is Miss Ellen, but I think I can help you, or this is Miss Ellen, I don't know. So go ahead and text Miss Jazz. Mm-hmm. Like, it says my name at the top.
It says our name, y'all.
Like, when you write a message to somebody, let me actually check this. It says Jamie Harris, and if I wanted to,
like, as the person that sent that out,
yeah, if I want to talk to somebody specific, then I don't understand how people don't know how to work technology. Mm-hmm. That's something else that annoys me so much about this. Is okay, first off, one of my biggest pet peeves, and this annoys me so much, is whenever people make assumptions based on an entire generation. I don't like when young people do it about older people. But we don't really do that much, other than like boomers don't know how to work technology. Mm-hmm.
But they weren't raised in the realm of technology.
But it's like, we also don't expect them to. We just help them with it.
Yeah.
But older people are like, say the thing, your generation doesn't want to work. Or it has been told to me that like, your generation, they'll work when they're told to work, but they won't go searching for work.
Girl.
Like, and I'm like,
it's not true.
what do you mean? Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry that we don't.
When I'm at my job and you, like, ask me to do something, I will do it. Mm-hmm. But I won't go searching to do other people's jobs. Like, is that, like, the context?
So do they want us to go do Court's jobs?
I'm like, do you want me to go do, like, somebody else? Like, I don't understand what you mean by that. Because also, another thing is, like, it wasn't even my boss who said this. It was just somebody else. But then I'm just saying, like, in my work, do you want me to go do stuff that I'm, like, don't have permission to do? It's like, just, like, take initiative. I'm like, I take a lot of initiative.
Yeah, we do a lot.
To do a lot. We do a lot. And I will cherish the 15 minutes that I get at my desk a day.
Yes.
To sit there and eat my nuggets and make jokes and not have to worry about planning an event, more programming, planning classes, scheduling, choreographing, like all that stuff. Like
making your crafts.
Making crafts. Oh my gosh. I will
making reward charts, all the things.
I will take the 15 minutes that I can get.
Yeah.
To not do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Linda.
And, like, I'm sorry that my work isn't, like, working in an oil refinery. Like, I don't...
Literally.
I'm, like, sorry I'm not pumping oil by hands. But, like, I'm not, like, scooping it out of the ground and, like, filtering it via osmosis. Like, I don't know what to... Like...
What do you want us to do here?
My work is on a computer for most of the day.
Yeah.
Or with a pair of scissors.
Real.
Like,
I think a majority of my work time is communicating with parents.
Yeah, it's talking to other people.
It's communicating. That's my work. It's communication, y'all. Mm-hmm. Communication and education. That's
all the occasions.
All the occasions.
We do the occasions.
We do the occasions.
But, like, another thing is that I don't like it when people hate on the older generation because they're like old grumpy mean people.
They're not all old and grumpy.
They're not all old and grumpy. I'm sorry that your grandpa has sciatica. He's in pain. And that's another thing.
You have sciatica.
I have sciatica. I'm too young to have sciatica. But I'm like, old people are grumpy a lot of the time because they're in pain. Yeah. Genuinely. And, like, this is something that I've learned because I work with old folks as well. Like, they're just in pain a lot. And if they're sitting down and comfortable and you're, like, go up to them and talk to them, like, they're not, they are nice. But, like, also, they were raised in a time, and, like, in restaurants and everything, they were raised in a time when restaurants were not crowded. Yeah. All that kind of thing. It was, like...
Because it wasn't an affordable thing.
Yeah. Or it was, like... And the affordable thing was you went to the diner and you got a milkshake and a burger, and that was a dime and a quarter. Like, I don't... Yeah. So... They just aren't used to it. And the same thing with technology. But here's another thing, is that I don't like when the older generation blames younger generations. They're like, y'all are so dumb and don't know how to do anything. Whenever, literally...
We created technology.
I'm like, you don't know how to open a PDF.
You don't know how to create a PDF.
I'm like, I don't know. You
barely know how to use Word. You don't know how to use Office.
Literally. I'm like, you don't know what Office 365 is. And if I showed it to you, I think you'd probably
have a stroke.
Yeah. like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, stop blaming each other for everything. Like, we're not lazy.
We're not.
Our work is just different. Okay? They're not mean.
That's what it is. Our work is different. Our work is online, through the webs, through computers. Yeah. Like, that's because we're the technology generation.
A lot of the jobs that they're like, that they had that were like the blue collar jobs,
the blue collar jobs.
It's all like automatic now. Automatized?
Nope, not autonomized. That's a different word.
Automated?
Automated.
Yeah.
Automated.
It's all machines.
Yeah.
Machines do it now. For the most part. Machines do a lot of the hard, and then there's of course people that come in and fix things, but it's like those jobs are taken.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
But
like, I'm sorry, not everybody can be an HVAC mechanic.
Yeah. It's like, I'll apply. I mean, I'm talking this with Josh.
Yeah.
Like, people will just be like, well, just apply for a bunch. And I'm like, no, we have.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's applied for 6 jobs.
Yeah. So it's not like you're not...
And it's not like I'm not doing it. It's like they're not getting back to us.
Yeah. And that's another thing. People don't want to hire, and they require too much experience.
I'm like,
we are 20. Josh is 22. We are 22, 23 years old, 20 years old. We are barely graduating college in the next year.
Yeah, I don't know how.
What experience do you want us to have? You want us to have 15 years worth of experience?
Yeah. No, so
I've been working since I was in kindergarten. Like,
they wanted him, like, there was one job that was ridiculous. It's like they wanted him, well, it was like proficient in like Office 365 and like all those kind of things and Microsoft applications. And then it was like they wanted 1 year experience in customer service. And I was like, great, he has that. But then they wanted 2 years experience in plant work. Great. They wanted another 2 years experience, something else, some kind of operating something apart from the planning. So like you couldn't have done that in the plant.
They couldn't go together.
Right. It couldn't be the same thing. So it had to be like you had to have been working a job for 5 years.
No, thank you.
I'm like,
because at a job you can wear different hats. Yeah. We wear many different hats.
I have a multitude of hats. I'm like, girl, I'm customer service, I'm box office, I'm receptionist, I'm teacher, I'm like
personal assistant, costume designer, set builder,
literally
spotlight operator, soundboard operator, light board operator. Like, we have so many different hats. So I don't that too much experience, and that's why people are jobless. That's why people don't want to work, because they require too much experience.
Yeah, or it's like you need a degree to do this, and it's like, I really don't.
You don't.
I don't need a degree to do this.
Because like people ask me, do you want to be a teacher? No. Well, but you've been doing it for so long.
That doesn't mean that's what I want to do.
Exactly. I'm like, that's not what I want to do, Linda. Like,
job right now.
Yeah, it's the job that I can work with to get me to where I need to be when I graduate college.
The waiter at Chili's, like, oh, you want to be like a restaurant manager? It's like, no, like, I want to go to school. Like,
yeah, like, I want to be a lawyer. Like, this is putting me through school. Right, like, yes, I'm just doing this right now. Do I want to be in theater? Yes, but do I want to be in theater education? No, I just don't want to. Teaching is not for me. Like, I like what I do now. I love what I do now. But that's not my main goal. That's not my end game. Like, I want to be Joe Piper, but in the world. Like, out there.
In the world.
But in the world.
Hand looked when you did that. Was
yeah. Like, I want to get my foot through the door with other companies. I want to get my foot through the door in freaking New York or whatever. Like, I mean, Or I could even do things like WWE, or like, because I'm interested in that. Like, I can do set design. I can do things for other things. Like, stop requiring so much freaking experience, Linda. Whoever's Linda, I'm so sorry. That's just the name that's in my head.
I don't like when people make assumptions about others based on their generation alone. I think that that's immature, and I think that it's ignorant as well. Because I'm like, you're telling me that you don't have a big enough brain to walk outside of your house and look and see how different everybody is. And it really annoys me. That is my that makes it when people are just like, well, this is the way that these people are, like, this is the way that is.
Times change.
I'm like,
Randall.
Gosh.
But you know what does irk me about our generation? People are so unsatisfied with their jobs that they just apply and quit. And they'll be at the job for maybe 3, 4, 5 months. Oh, I hate my job. Let me go find
Sometimes you do hard things. And sometimes you do things that you don't want to do for the sake of, I just have to do it.
Yeah.
That is something that I know people like my age doesn't want to do things that are hard. The older generation was willing to do things that are hard.
Yeah.
We will do a lot of things.
But if it gets too hard.
But we don't like to do things that are hard. Yeah. Because because everything's so easy now. And I think another thing is, like, I love technology and I love social media and I think it's great, except that I think that being an influencer is not a real job.
It's not. Being an influencer is not a real job.
And I don't think that it is something that little kids should look up to.
No, it's not. Like,
and I don't think it's something respectable.
There should not be 5 million Mr. Beasts.
Yeah.
There should not be 6 million
I'm like, not everybody's gonna be Emma Chamberlain. Like, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Half the reason that she's rich is because she started her own company anyway.
Yeah.
So,
but with her influencer money.
With her influencer money. But I'm like, not everybody can be an influencer, and not everybody should be an influencer.
Not every child should be a Ryan's World kid.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know Ryan's World? Xander was obsessed with it. He is a child influencer, and that's another thing that we need to speak on. Children in media. Children in
disgusting.
Media.
Stop. I think I'm glad that like the older Gen Zs, because as a Gen Zer, I'm one of the older Gen Zs. I think
I am one of the oldest.
The ones that are becoming parents now, so like people that are more our age, are like, you know, I'm protecting my kid from this stuff because it's getting to be too much, and
people try to traffic these children, or they take their photos and use them for something that's not intended,
or they try to hit them up on Instagram, and I'm like, you creep.
Yes.
You creep.
Yes.
Or they'll sit there and like just like watch videos of like
the
parents
children
with their kids
for weird purposes, for like not like, oh, I love this family channel because I think their family is so great, but for the sole purpose of watching the children, like creepily, like with malintent. There we go.
Yes.
Watching the children with malintent. Take your kids off of social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, and I think I could probably speak for the both of us, that we would not exploit our children on social media.
No, absolutely. The second that I have a baby, my account's going on private. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not even going to post my child. I'm like, that's the thing.
I don't need to.
Or I'll do like the influencers do, and they like blur out their face.
Yeah,
or
I know.
The back of their head.
I have a friend who just started. She has 3 kids, and I love her, and I'm obsessed with her. But she used to post her kids, but now she's like, and she started blurring all their faces out, everything. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's a good decision.
Yeah, because it's scary. You don't know, and that's another thing I hate about this generation. You don't know who's looking at what on the internet. And you don't know who's taking your photos, who's taking photos of your kid, who's taking photos of your significant other, and using them for the wrong reason.
You know what's really scary is that something like that happened to me. Somebody, my wedding photographer, they made like a copy account of my wedding photographer, except that her profile picture was my bridal portrait.
Oh my.
Like, it's just a picture of like my face.
Yeah.
And then at the time, her cover photo was an engagement picture from Josh and I.
No way.
And
so they were kind of trying to be you.
And they were like, and it had like Carly Renee Photography, and it was like a picture of like us, and they had like reposted like all of my engagement pictures and like some of my wedding pictures on there, as well as like other people's like burlesque photo shoots that she had done.
Stop
and
it.
Like people's maternity photo shoots.
No.
And like done, and it was like my face, and it was really scary because then they were like DMing my family members and stuff, being like, just like, I don't know, like putting a scam online, but it was like my face, and it's weird because like you see that happen like all the time.
Yeah.
Is that people get hacked and stuff, and you like immediately know like, oh, they're getting hacked, except that like,
but it's so creepy. It's
my face.
Like, why do you need my face? You can create AI. AI is a thing. I mean, it's not a good thing because it can be used for very bad things. But don't use somebody's face. Create a different face. There's Bitmojis. There's blah, 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 blah. It's like, you can create a new face if you want to be somebody else. Like, that's icky. That's so icky. And I'm so sorry. Like,
it was kind of like, I wasn't scared, but I was like, that's so, because I'm also like,
but that is scary to think about.
Not an idiot.
On
Facebook. Like, I don't open anything from anybody ever. For starters, from people I know. I never read my Facebook Messenger messages anyway. I never click links that anybody sends me ever. They have my number. They can text me, basically.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it was an issue, my mom would call me on my mom's phone number. You know? It was so weird because they like were DMing my Nana about like get your like to like buy pictures.
No.
And I was like, she didn't like fall for it. She like,
don't prey on old people.
She was like, oh, I have her pictures, and then she was like that's what it was. It was like, get a link to like your pictures like here.
Oh, I already have my pictures.
And it was like,
that's icky.
But it was like my face, and so
oh,
it's cringy.
No, that is cringe, and that's gross. So like, stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help. I was gonna say that. It's like, but I hate that. I hate that. That's so gross.
I don't that I like want to encourage to all of our teenage viewers out there. Hi guys, it's just y'all and like me and Josh.
I also watch because I like to watch us.
Yeah. Hi. Be careful on social media.
Be careful everywhere. People are nasty in life, in social media, like everywhere. And you never know. You always have to be so aware of your surroundings, especially as a young lady.
Yeah. Do not ever like. This is my advice because like as somebody who is this is getting like deep. Or like
no,
dark.
And that's okay. But like literally the description is we want our podcast is about whatever we want it to be.
Yeah, I remember there was one time when I was being followed to my car. I was at when I worked at a hair salon. I was walking back to my car and it was in like a strip center and like some guy came out of Kroger and was like following me to my car, and I like stopped and turned around and like went back into the hair salon, and he like sat there and was like diddling about like in his cart until I like walked back out again, and he was like following me to my car. And like the thing to do is not to pretend like you don't see them, just turn around and look at them and just be like, don't do like the fully turn your body around and be like, I'm looking at you following me to my car.
Yeah,
because that's something that my mommy told me. And so I just turned around and just like stared at him. And he was just like, I was like, are you following me? And he was like, no. And like went away.
No, you're dang right you're not following me.
Because I'm like, what are you going to do?
I'm crazy town.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yap your ear off.
If somebody gets in my car and is like, drive, like, okay, into the wall. Like, I'm driving into the pole. I'm taking us both out. Like, girl, you were not getting me to a secondary location. I will tell you that right now. You will never catch me at a secondary location. No. Absolutely not. If you're going to kill me, you're going to kill me right here in the Kroger parking lot. In the broad daylight. There's a security camera right here that's going to catch yo.
But that actually just happened to my friend Katie. I call her mom. She's like another mom. I think it was in a Kroger parking lot or like it was a grocery store of some sort. And she was followed to her car, gets in the car, like throws everything in the car because she knows she's being followed, trying to rush. That's the type of person I am. I'm a rusher. Like I'll go and as soon as I get in, I lock the doors. She got in, locked the doors, and this man starts banging on her window. Banging. And like she turned over the ignition and she sped out of there. But he was banging on her window. And like he was also trying to open the door. Yeah. And that's another thing. As soon as you get into your car, lock the doors. Lock the doors because you don't know and you're a little oblivious. Your first instinct should just be lock the door. And if you carry your keys in between your fingers because you don't know. And I hate to say that, and I hate that we have to talk about it. But like this is something that has to be talked about because it's not talked about enough. Yeah. Like people talk about it, people advocate for it, but
people make jokes about it all the time.
But people make jokes about it.
And I'm like, it's not really very funny.
No, it's not.
Like, because it's happened to me and it's like, I've had creepy experiences with people being creepy and people like, when I was a freshman in high school with other freshmen in my high school. Yeah. Like, at my school, they would...
Disgusting.
Like, try to follow me around or like, try to like touch me and stuff. And it's like... You have to know what to do when somebody is going to try to make you a victim, and you just got to refuse to be like, I'm not. Yeah. Not today. No way. No. And it sucks that, like, that's the life that we live.
No, honestly. Because why do we have to live like that? That's disgusting. That we have to be always on our toes at all times.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't know like what's gonna happen, and it's like I shouldn't be afraid to leave my house.
And that's what it is. I'm so afraid to leave my house. Like I don't go anywhere except for school, work, and to spend time with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like
it's like
it's the next day.
Good morning.
Something happened. Our microphones died. They ended up both dying.
They died. They're dead.
And so we didn't get the end audio. But basically, we were just saying that we need to be safe out there and just be vigilant and always travel with a buddy. And yeah.
It also turns out that Jojo Siwa completely stole her song from another artist.
Yes.
Like, entirely. 100% completely stole it.
Look it up. She's like Britt Smith. Something like that. I don't know if we got the secret question of the day in the video. I don't remember. But what was the secret question?
What's my least favorite food?
Miss Ellen's least favorite food. Okay? That's it. We are going to be starting to share this more to a wider range of people. So, if you do like this video, like it.
Make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Drop a comment down below if you have any suggestions for our podcast.
Mama told me. Okay, just kidding.
You had to be there.
You had to be there. But we are taking suggestions about what we should talk about in the pod. Because why not?
If we don't like it, then we're deleting your comment and cyberbullying your mom on
If
Facebook.
you're mean, thumbs down for you.
If you, oh, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
You'll be hearing from our lawyer. Okay, that's it. 3, 2, 1, and that was good.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.